Hey, and welcome to another Ninja Bill Live. And tonight's just a impromptu show. Um, anyone is welcome to join. I will post a link in the chat right now. There we go. And now I will just wait to see if anybody joins me tonight. Just something impromptu, not really, well thought out or planned. Um, yeah. So today I had to. I got copyright striked against my videos for the music, live shows, and couple of vids I just uploaded. They're scheduled videos, and before they even finished processing, boom. So for elevator music 2332 something, I can't remember. The point is it wasn't the music that was. There was no music in my live shows. That said, from now on, if people are going to join me, please make sure that there are no extraneous sounds when you join the stream. No audio or video playing in the background. So just just be aware of that. It's yeah. And there is a banner down there saying the same thing because I just I can't chance that kind of thing. So um, if you're joining the stream, make sure you clear all that out before you join the stream. So nothing playing in the background, mainly for three reasons. One is you came here to talk. We all came here to talk to each other, to listen to each other, not to whatever you have going on in the background. So it's kind of being courteous to the others in the stream and those watching the stream. Uh, um, and three is I don't enjoy having a copyright strike against my channel. I don't enjoy that at all. So, for those of you who may or may not upload video, trust me, you wouldn't enjoy it either. So, there it is. I hate to do that, but it is what it is. I like my new icon. Well, it's actually an old picture drawn by her name is Bamboo Dong, and I love it. It's actually of me. It was done in Anime Iowa 2004, I think, and it's of me in my there I am dressed in my shinobi fuku, and she did that. It's pretty cool. So nobody's joined the stream yet, and that's okay. Maybe I'm interfering with another live show. I should probably check that. I didn't think anybody else was going live tonight that I'm aware of. No, no, I don't see anybody else. But yeah, so I was trying to upload a couple of look back videos. One, I'm not going to say what they are. I'd rather people be surprised. You know what? It doesn't matter. They're old toys, so it doesn't matter. Oh, hey, Pack. Solomus44, what's up? TF fan page 101. That's why you don't leave streams for randoms to join. Usually worry about streaming kids who interrupt their own jokes and questions. No, that's okay. I like to have an open, style, streaming style, because people like to feel included. Uh, um, they do. They like to feel included. Everybody likes to feel included, and so when up to five people join in, and everybody's getting their opinions heard, it makes them feel included, and I enjoy feeling included too. So you know that's why I do it. But yeah, that was when I get a copyright strikes against live videos for music that I'm not playing, that's a problem. Dennis Bolton, aka Gotbot, what's going on? I saw your post about your day and how that bites. Here is a vid if you'd like to, or not a vid. Here is a link if you'd like to join me, Dennis. And same to you, Solomist or TF Fan Page 101 or Pack. But if you'd like to join, again, as the banner says down there, please ensure a quiet area when you're joining the stream, because we all need to be respectful to each other. If you're joining the stream, it's about listening to other people's opinions, letting them hear your own opinions, not whatever's going on in the background. So again, Dennis, if you'd like, if you got nothing going on, if you have the time, you're more than welcome to join the stream. And you don't even have to show your mug if you don't want to. In my streams, we're all avatars in mine. I don't know why, but it seems to work out that way. No, yeah, it is. It's kind of it has kind of a podcast feel to it in some ways. I like to use my avatar, and a lot of people who join my streams use avatars as well. It leaves them free to do whatever they may be doing, and some people may be making customs or checking out a new toy or doing whatever things they may be doing and that they don't want to be seen on camera. They're busy doing other things. So this allows them to be a part of the stream and to, live life. 15 minutes. Oh, hey, yeah, I'll still be here. I'm just pretty much just BSing my way through the night. Wolfmas, welcome. And once again, as the banner says, people who may want to join my stream, make sure you read that banner before you join the stream. So,
Hello.
and Chief Pan, page 101. How you doing?
Hi. How's the quality here? I've never tried the StreamYard thing.
You sound good. You sound good. Now, if you're on mobile, there should be a little. You can adjust your avatar there. It should allow you to adjust your avatar there. So if you want one or not, like a custom avatar like mine, so that's up to you.
Yeah, I don't have any of my images on my phone, so.
There you go. Wolfmas says, got a Sharkticon right now. Awesome. Which one? And he hasn't answered. So, how you been?
I've been fine. I was in a call with a bunch of kids, and they were all just screaming. That's why I pretty much said in the live chat,
Oh yeah,
about kids screaming during streams and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Because we were all doing something, we were all recording something, and kids just interrupt for like a joke or something, and it's like,
great. Yeah, it's got to be a respectful thing, and not everyone employs that same. I don't want to use the words common sense, because when you say common sense, whose are we talking about? You, the next door neighbors, their dog? Whose whose common sense are we talking about? So I really like those words. Can we use this word Ninja Bill and friends before the holidays? Yes, we did. Good mold, Wolfmas. Titan's Return. Yeah, I never picked that one up. I never found it, but that's okay. I am picking up the even though they're teeny weeny transforming ones, I am going to pick up the Cyberverse ones. They're teeny little 1 inch little 1.5 inch little figures, but still they're pretty
like
cool. Yes, yes, exactly. Again, they're only like 1.5 inch tall figures, but they transform, which is more than I can say a lot of those figures do. Those size do.
I wonder if they'll be in the future wave for tiny turbos.
Could be. Good point. I recently saw the images, and I saw a few reviews for the MP Hound. Let me tell you, I am enamored with that toy. I am enamored with it. That's the first masterpiece that I've wanted to pick up since I let my last MP pick up, which was Skywarp. Skywarp and Ratchet were the only MP pickups I've ever wanted. And then I got the one from Ugly Wretch, the Hot Rod, which was good. It's KO, but still, Takasa Tomy. But still, it's excellent. It's really good condition, really solid all the way around. And I'll jump in with the shitty day gimmick. I have been fighting and have a hard time with PayPal. They are really aggravating me. So that's my rant on my day. Yeah, PayPal. PayPal, I'm right there with you, buddy. Right there with you. What was I talking about? But yeah, the Hound. I'm pretty enamored with it. Now people are saying there's some breakage issues with like the tailgate or something like that, and you know, I would just suggest people stop ham fisting stuff. I don't know, man. The Hound has some
Why does
delicate.
it break when I throw it on the floor? I don't get it.
Yeah, but Dennis here says, I don't know, man. The Hound has some delicacy issues. Be careful. Yeah, well, yeah. See, I've seen a couple. I've only seen of the 5 I watched. Only one of them had a breakage issue, and that's because of he flexed it the wrong way. It's only supposed to fold in one way. Why would you try to fold it the other? I don't know. Maybe it slipped his mind what he was doing. I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm not him. Easy mistake, but still, I'm not rough with my Transformers. So, I say that not to be mean when I say ham fisting, okay? It's just from my own personal experience, I don't normally break toys. And when I do, I have this whole, bout of why, going on. Geez, my day's been great. Left to do. Let's see. Dennis says, "Well, shit. Hot Rod didn't like him when he jumped in the battle of Megatron and Optimus." Dennis follows saying, "Geez, my day's been great." Line scene left to do voice work for episodes and 6 and productive. No snow. Well, we had snow, but we only had to trace them out. We had like maybe an inch. So we did get that, followed by drizzle, freezing rain. So, and that was maybe, half a quarter of an inch of that, and then it stopped, and the rest of the day has been sunny.
When it comes to, I just wanted to quickly say on the topic of what was discussed, the breakage issues and stuff like that. That's what kind of stops me from getting Masterpiece and third-party stuff. Is I feel like I'm going to pay $80 for a figure that could potentially break. Like, I mean, it's the same thing for like a $20 Hasbro figure, but at that point, I paid $20 for it.
There you go. Yeah, I can see
I'm
that.
more into Hasbro stuff than I am a Masterpiece and third party.
I am more of a chug guy myself. And a lot of people say it's pricing for me, but no, it's more with fitting in with the rest of my collection. Here's the thing: if I start, yes, there is kind of the money issue too. I don't want to spend $120 per figure or whatever or especially $400 for MP44. Are you kidding me? I'm Dennis. Dennis, he nailed it when he talked about the pricing on MP44. He nailed it in his live show. Nailed it. I couldn't describe it any better than the way he described it. The one scene. Okay, yeah. If you're not familiar with Dennis Moulton, aka Gotbot's Universal Collision videos, I strongly suggest those of you in chat, except for Dennis, because obviously he's the creator of it, go check it out because it's awesome and a solid story, really well done. So there's a little plug for you, Dennis. Shout out to you, brother. But he nailed it when he talks about the pricing of the new MP figures. Like this Hound. I love this Hound. I've said it. I'm enamored with it. I am not enamored with the price. Now, drop that price, say $30. I'm in. I'm in. Absolutely all the way. I'm in. But at the price it's at, nope. Because sure, the accessories are nice. I love the accessories, even the soft top. It's not really a soft top, but soft top shield accessory thing. That's what they're calling it. And I like it. I dig it. I completely dig it. But at the price point, no, no. I see it at maybe a $60 to $80 price point. That's where I see that Hound one. MP44, maybe I see that maybe at a $200 price point, but no more. Let's see, MP44 or transform element, and choosing T transform element every time, says Pack. Yeah, I can. Instruments of destruction is Megatron's theme. It fits him well, Pack says. So yeah, I've seen the reviews of it. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying what I've seen. Oh, and by the way, Shockwave Labs have put out the new SL5859 upgrade kit for Power of the Primes Rodimus and Unicronus. Rodimus Unicronus. It's a shoulder and I think waist or thigh. I'm uh, um, yeah, it's yeah, thighs and shoulders, shoulder piece covers and thighs. There is some disassembly and reassembly required with that kit, but I've seen the images for it and it looks pretty good. So those of you with that toy, I have both of them. Power of the Primes, Rodimus and Rodimus Unicronus. I have both, and interesting. So just a little, putting that out there. I think Dennis covered that in his late live show last night as well. It's where I heard about it, I think. And yeah. So anything new in the collecting world for you?
Me?
Yeah. TFA page 101. Anything new?
I've gotten a couple of packages from a couple different people. I've got from Justin Yates. I got the Prime Bumblebee from Beast Hunters, the black version of it.
Wow.
Black and gold. I think it came with the wrong guns because I think they're supposed to be in gold, but that's fine. And then what else did I get? Oh, and he also got me the Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime because I had a hard time finding that.
Wow.
And he found it on a listing, I think, on a Facebook marketplace. And,
wow. I'm still looking for that figure. I've never seen it in the wild. Still looking for it.
I don't know how I managed to get Rampage, but I couldn't find Bumblebee movie Optimus because, like, on Amazon, the cheapest it would go for was $50, and
Yeah.
Voyagers are already expensive here. They're about $40 out here. But I also got from Dakota 01 Transpan a G1 Buzzsaw they just gave to me.
Sweet.
What was the other one? A Energon Inferno, a Siege Rung, and a Siege Spinister.
Nice. Nice. Very nice pickups.
And then I also got, I won't go over all the names because I'm pretty sure most of you guys won't know them, but a whole bunch of parts to fix up Bionicle sets. I managed to get recently about 11 Bionicle sets done. So.
Very cool. I've seen Bionicle sets. I'm familiar with the name, if not all the products, or the names of all those products.
I got. I guess if anyone's curious, I'll quickly go through them. Original Kongu, a Tarx from Glatorian, I think Borox. Let's see, Mari Kongu as well. So I got all the Kongu. I have every green set from the cans now. Bastus, Thok, Radak, or not Radak, Avak, Zaktan, and Barracks, and Piruk, and some Paraka Outpost playset. Which, again, most of you guys are probably not going to realize what those are.
Well, it's cool. If you like it, hey, it's cool. Be proud of what you collect. You like what you like, and not everybody is going to be right there with you, and that's okay.
I've got like 3 shelves going on right now: Transformers, Mega Constructs, Halo, and Bionicle.
Nice. I I used to have a really large Gundam collection. I was big into Gunpla, and I collected a lot of the kits, a lot of the action figures. I have one of the rarest Wing Gundam, their 12-inch action figure, one of the rarest from 1983, one of the rarest kits, and I just gave it away. Just gave it away, gave it all to my brother. He was also big into Gunpla, so I just problem is you reach a stage in your collecting where I've seen a lot of other guys have gone down rabbit holes into other things, and I'm just like, well, I've been where they are, and I know for a fact that I had to choose what I wanted, so I stuck with my Transformers collection because I love Transformers a bit more than Gundam, because I had a really large Gundam collection equal to my Transformers collection, and I reached a point, the critical mass stage, where okay, I only have so much room. I can't make another room. Well, I probably could, get for permits and build an additional section to my house, but is that really necessary for my collection? No. So I had to limit, where I wanted my collection to be, and that was Transformers only.
Yeah, I don't know. I constantly think of like what I could get rid of. Like I don't plan on getting rid of anything right now, but if I were to, the hard part would be Transformers and Bionicle. I don't think I can separate myself with the, because I was, before I was into Transformers, I was into that. Growing up, I loved all the sets, even the, I guess, bad ones that people generally say are just like, these are the reasons why these are the worst sets. And then I was just like, I love all of them. Give me all of them.
Hey,
But
that's cool.
but yeah, uh, I just, I have so much, and it's like the number one thing in my childhood, and I'm trying to get all the at least the main sets, and I think I'm about 9 sets away from getting them, and
Nice.
I'm not sure, to get an idea of what that means. There's been 10 years of the original Bionicle line, and for each year there's 2 waves, except for I guess maybe the first and the last one. The last one only had one, but every wave has 6 sets just in the main line. That's not including the
Wow.
big box stuff or the little sets. That's just the main ones. So for me to be 9 away from finishing them off, that's kind of a big deal.
I'll bet. That sounds impressive, to be honest. Sounds really impressive.
Yeah, I've got them all in one shelf, and it's piling up. They're kind of overloading right now.
Yeah, yeah. And then you got to worry about the topple effect. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Where you go, you're going to rearrange the shelves or add another figure on there, and you accidentally just bump one, just a tiny fraction of a bit, and suddenly domino effect, and you're like, ugh.
Well, they all have like little spikes or weapons or like things protruding out of them too. So yeah, Bionicle is the worst when it comes to that.
Do they make display stands and all that for them?
Oh, I wish they would, but I can't think of
Nope.
a single set that actually
Oh
just
man,
has
that
a
sucks.
display.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Forgot to
God.
shut off. Yeah. So what else? So what else do you collect?
I've been into, and this is going to be kind of weird. It's called Breakout Beasts. I'm not into slime toys, but I'm into this. Basically, what it is a little egg, and you open it up, and you get like a pouch of slime, and all these pieces for the beast is in that, and you have to pull it out of the slime. It's kind of disgusting. I will not lie, but the main reason why I'm into those is as a kid, I was also not just into Bionicle, I was into the Mega Bloks Dragon stuff, as much as they would break because they were made from Mega Bloks.
Yeah.
But I love those things. I love the dragons, and there was a sub theme called Plasma Dragons where it wasn't like the slime, it was more of a cocoon thing. It was a rubbery thing that you pull out the parts. And the Breakout Beast is from the same company and definitely reminds me of them. They even share some of the names from that old lineup, so I'm into that. I'm into Hot Wheels. I think that's actually the oldest thing I've been into. And then Mega
Nice.
Constructs Halo. So yeah, I'm
Nice.
into various different things.
I have some Hot Wheels. I don't have a lot. Like, especially from the ones from when I was a kid, they were mostly really well lugged, shall we say? And but I've got a few now. I mostly collect movie vehicles. Okay, so that's
Oh yeah,
mostly what
I've
I
got
collect.
like a whole ton of Batman ones.
Yeah. I've got Batman ones. I've got the Hollywood rides, diecast minis of Transformers, Bumblebee, from the movies and whatnot. I've got those. I've got a Scooby Doo Mystery Machine. I've got the Ecto. I've got Kit. I've got from Knight Rider. I've got a lot of
I got
those
the
little.
18 band.
Oh, nice. I never could find that one. I was like, oh, one day though, because I go to a lot of garage sales and flea markets around here. So one day, and believe it or not, that's where I've run into a lot of the die-cast cars that I've got. Is not inside of a retail store, but at like a flea market. I'll just, be rambling around and spot one sitting on a table, and I'll be like, oh, okay, I'll haggle over that one.
Hmm. If I could just quickly bring this up because I don't bring it up often. I do have a Facebook page for them. It's what is it called? I think it's Brian's Diecast Hot Wheels collection, and it's Brian with a I.
Mhm.
And you can see I took photos of
Stick
every
that
single.
in the chat. That in the chat too, so anyone read it in the chat can read it, and then also go there.
I don't have the chat open. It's just if you guys search up Diecast Hot Wheels collection, anything that says Brian's on it's that one. But I have pictures of every single car that I own, and it's about I think 1,200 Hot Wheels cars. Last I
Wow,
remember, it's probably way more than
impressive.
that. So.
Hong Kong Fooey, holy crap! There's a name I haven't, in a show I haven't heard of in a long time. PAK Pack said Hong Kong Fooey. Hiya! Yep. I like that Earth. He also said, I like that Earthrise Cliff. Don't know about the rest. Wolfman said, I would. What is the next line after Earthrise? Nobody knows that I know of. Yeah, I don't think that's been announced. Since Earthrise is just going to be. Let's see. Oh, Dennis is going to be joining us. Hey, Dennis.
Hey
Good
guys.
evening.
Hello.
But I don't think it's been announced. They're still working on the Earthrise line. So, Wolfmiss, I doubt it hasn't even been announced what the next title of the next line is going to be. That's down the road. I mean, they haven't even started. Really gotten into the first wave of Earthrise. Sure, they've all been announced, but we're still going to have what 2-3 waves of Earthrise.
It's going to be called Disney's Transformers.
Let's hope not.
I would be totally down for being Beast Wars. I know it's been hinted to, but I'd love that.
I'd be down for a Donald Duck Transformer. You see him in. I've seen a few. KO Donald Duck Transformers. I've seen some Mickey Mouse Transformers too.
Yeah,
there was an official one not too long. Mickey Mouse Optimus Prime Transformer, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think there was a Donald Duck official one.
Official Donald. See, I know of a KO one. I've seen them on Sir Toys, but
Beer Brick's done like Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck and stuff.
Yeah.
Beer Brick Transformers. It was a weird crossover or something, man.
I knew Dennis would know. If anyone, I knew he'd know.
A lot of what I know, though, I blame on Maximal 10 because he always points out these weird things to me. The guy loves pointing out the weirdest stuff to me.
It's the minutia that people love, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm liking what I'm seeing from the upcoming Earthrise line. I will say though, I think there are a few missing figures. We'll probably get them in the next wave. That wave hasn't been announced, but I love the Ironworks. What I've seen of that, I saw a review of Ironworks on Ton reviews, and I'm digging it. I'm digging it, folks.
We actually do know about a lot of upcoming Transformers, though.
Well, yeah, I guess so, but we need a Trax. We definitely need a Trax.
Oh yeah,
I have
the
the I have the Generations version, and you know, I'm not sure if I need because I have the Generations Wheeljack, which is the same mold as the Generation Trax, and I think it actually, personally, I think the Generations version still is going to be my Wheeljack. I'm not sure I need the Earthrise one because I kind
of like that design a little more too. Like that, I think the thing about the Earthrise Wheeljack is, and not complaining about it, but it just kind of looks like Wheeljack died down. Like it's like Diet Wheeljack. It's just kind of, I guess, more basic. The wings aren't huge. It doesn't have impressive weapons, and I don't know.
Go ahead.
It just doesn't impress me as much as I was hoping. Like, there's no flair to it, you know?
It's funny because that's the one thing from Earthrise that I'm actually impressed by. That and Ironworks. Like, I'm not impressed by the Optimus. I can't get past the black biceps at all. I can't do it. I can't do it. They stand out to me as ugly and wrong. I can't do it. It's killing me.
Hey, collectors, do you like Optimus Prime from the Siege line? Well, get ready for him with a box.
But, like, you know what? I'd even be cool with that, except I don't like the black on the biceps. That's what's doing it for me. And the cliff jumper, I can't get behind. I know a lot of people are super excited about it, but I can't get behind it because of two reasons. One, it doesn't feel like Cliff to me. But two, he's small. And I feel like they're asking us to pay a deluxe price for a Legends. I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not justifying that.
I'll say this. The Cliff Jumper is a lot more engineered compared to a basic Legends class figure. Because you compare that to, let's say, Brawn. Brawn's actually pretty simple, you know, when it comes down to it. Cliff Jumper has more weapons. He's got more articulation. I mean, he's got the foot tilt, and doesn't he have the waist joint? He also, I think, I can't say for sure, but he looks like he's got more paint. Sure, he's not like the other deluxe class figures, but I think it does, at least for me, makes up for it. And also, there's no Legends class, so it's not like he'll fit anywhere else, you know.
It's also, like, you got to look at it from perspective, too. Like, I'm coming at it from a Canadian perspective. I'm not spending $30 on a Legends figure. I don't care if he's got extra engineering or a bit more paint. I'm not doing it. I'm not spending what will end up being $34 here on what is essentially something that should be maybe a $15 figure. I can't.
Sorry.
I get that. I do. I get that. I get that. Now,
it's different in the US because you guys are like, you got to look at it from the different perspective, right? You know, I get it. I get the draw. It's just, I find that it depends on where you live for the conversation. Now, one thing that's interesting that was pointed out to me is that apparently, though the distribution there is trash, apparently Ireland had the prices for Siege actually go down. That's what I heard.
My friend Brian,
go down from what they were for the Prime Wars.
Yeah, I was just about to point out, I'm Canadian.
Well, then you know what I'm talking about, man. Come on, you're going to pay $30 for that? Come on. You've seen the complaints on
I did not like the fact that they raised the price to $30 because that's a Voyager, but when Siege came out, I was very hesitant until I got the Hound, and I was like, the quality is a lot better. This is a lot better than Power.
You find the quality better? I'm waiting for Hound to break. I got it for Hot Shot, and I'm waiting. You know those pegs on the front fenders? I'm waiting for those to crack right off.
Mine hasn't.
Mine hasn't either, but I'm waiting for it to.
Mine hasn't. It's still solid.
Hotshot has more of that pearlescent plastic to them. It is a little more nervous.
Solid. It's not going nothing's going anywhere. But there again, that sort of stems back to my very early on part about
He's been out for a year, and the NP Hound has already broken.
Shh! Don't let people hear you say that. They'll get butt hurt.
Oh God! Did I critique a masterpiece figure? Oh God!
Honestly, did you see? It was Bobby Skullface's comparison between the MP Hound and Fans Toys Willis. And I'm not a Fans Toys fan by any stretch of imagination. I've been super critical of them a million times, but I honestly think that the Fans Toys wins it.
Yeah,
I really do in this particular case think that Fans Toys wins it.
Well, I saw that review, and he said that Fan Toys wins out in quality of hardware and materials.
He did give them a tie. You're right.
The looks department, Hasbro or Chikaro's Hound won in overall. Let's see. Master Par is joining us. One moment. Here we go. Hey, Master Par.
Hey,
Surprise.
So I saw that same video, and he said that Chikaro's Hound looks way better than the Fans Toys, but the Fans Toys wins out simply because it's just better made, better quality material.
I mean, let's be honest. All of this crap that we talk is, let's be realistic. A lot of it is subjective. Even when we're trying to be objective, there's a certain amount of subjectivity to it, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, hey, Gapbot. How you doing?
I'm sorry, we can't hardly hear you. Say that again, Master Par.
Oh, it's hey, can you hear me?
Okay, yep, I can.
Yeah, if you're wondering why I haven't been on the stream as much, I'm Kappa screwed over my channel, and I'm kind of relocating to BitTubers. Don't worry, I'll be getting back to it as soon as college starts again, and I'm already working on that Jaguar custom. I'm using Trailbreaker for it.
Ooh.
Interesting. Jaguar.
Oh, yeah.
You should have used Onslaught for it, man.
I used Onslaught for Jaguar. Your plan, though, is to use him as a leg, right?
Yeah, you see, it's like, then under the leg is Drillhorn or Killbase in a... It's a different change of pace between both of ours.
Yeah, well, it'll be really interesting to see. Now, I know that some people are gone quiet here now, but if anybody don't know what we're talking about, a little while ago I did a custom Lyle Kaiser, and Masterfire and I were talking about I don't know what name you want to use, but I'll use the one that they use on the wiki for Jaguar, and we were talking about how I wanted to have both of them still be part of the torso, and I ended up using Onslaught or the Power Prime Inferno, if you will, for the torso. But Masterfire's plan is to revision the character as a limb and is using Trailbreaker, right? Trailbreaker, isn't it, Masterfire?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's using Trailbreaker as Jaguar. So it'll be interesting to see what turns out at the end.
Yeah. So I'm getting ahead tomorrow for the Jaguar. I actually used the Dreadwind combiner piece since the head won't fit on the Trailbreaker one.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like a hodgepodge of 3 figures. Combine Wars, Ironhide, Trailbreaker, and Dreadwind.
Nice.
Listen, man, as long as the end result turns out good, who cares?
Yeah.
There you go. I was about to say the same thing. Dennis took the words right out of my mouth.
CBB Bruticus.
So, by the way, quick shout outs. One to Cato's collection. He put out a new vid today. It's a new challenge vid, and it happens to be a sort of a reiteration or a rehash. GF Fan Page 101 doing the wild camera angles there.
Look at the collection tour, though, man.
I'm telling you, that is excellent. He put out a new challenge video. I strongly suggest everyone go check that out here in the group, in the stream, and in the chat. ACP, I'm doing well, thank you. You feeling better? I know you've been really, really sick, so I hope you're feeling better, buddy. Been praying for you there. What was I saying? Oh yes, and then Larkin's Lair
Cheers.
put out a new video tonight. That it's an interesting little figure. Not quite a Voyager, but not quite a deluxe. It's an Optimus Prime third-party thing, and it KO thing, and it looked good. It looked good. I don't care for some of the paint choices on there, but it looked pretty good. I like Optimus Primes being a certain way, sort of like, you know, the whole black biceps and elbows thing for Dennis there.
Killing me.
I can see his face as soon as I start talking about it. His face is like, oh God, here he goes. I've triggered Dennis. I've triggered him.
Let's be realistic though. Like I get triggered
Yeah,
pretty
well, yeah,
easily.
too.
Like I'm a pretty loudmouth dude, right?
Blue streak.
That the
I saw you
one of those bionicles you were talking about?
Yeah. Some of them are missing off the shelf because I got them in the other room. But
Those Bionicles?
yeah, I love Bionicle. I
love
probably
the
love it
ones
even
with
more
the
than
face huggers,
Transformers.
too.
What? What?
I
I'm sorry, I misheard.
No. I'm saying
I must have dozed off when you said something there.
yeah, you had a stroke.
Great to see you guys again.
I was afraid, Master Fire, that you were gonna end up vanishing after you got slammed like you did. And it's nice to see you back, man.
Yeah, this is mainly what I'm going to be doing. Like a few live stream appearances. I just have to recuperate a little, get some stuff done. I am uploading on BitTubers a little more. I'm going to start doing it fully again soon. I wasn't able to get a few videos, but I'll try my best to get more content out. But yeah.
Question: when I have roles, lines, that sort of stuff, will it still be the same email?
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure of that.
I can't wait for the next Universal Collision there. And again, people in the chat aren't familiar with the Universal Collision. Go check out Dennis Moulton, aka Gotbot's channel.
I'm working on the last scene now, and then I got some music editing to do with it, and then the next episode will go up.
Boy, that's some work ethic you got. I mean, right now you must be doing it with your toes or something, buddy. I'm telling you what, that's some talent.
I spend a lot. I spend a lot of time on it. I have a very
Earthlight
understanding
box art
family.
Oh, hello. Very nice.
Look
Is that a
at
fully
that.
3D printed figure?
it's a Galvatron that I made for a show. Because I wanted to make a custom one.
Very nice.
Because
Very nice.
we were doing the whole plot twist of like, it's actually Galvatron, not Megatron. And I didn't want to use a Galvatron figure because then it would be too obvious. So I thought, let's make a custom one and nobody will find out.
Wait,
Later,
hey, Dennis,
Optimus.
hang on.
Have a good night.
I want to do a comparison with my Jaguar and your Jaguar. I'm going to go get what I'm working on so far.
Is it Jaguar
See
or
what we came up
Jaguar?
with.
If you go by the wiki, it's Jalguar, Jaguar. But I mean, I don't know.
It's Jacksepticeye.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, let me get mine.
It's the black Jeep thing. There you go. With the
That's
missile.
the best
Man.
description yet. That's the
This
best
is what I've got
description
so
yet.
far.
Oh,
Oh, hello. Nice job.
hello there.
I think the
Look
body
at that.
type fits better.
Wow.
If you remember in the
That
Totally
is,
on. Really good,
kind of a
man.
hodgepodge. All it
that
needs
is
the
pretty
head
dang
and
good.
It is.
I will be honest, when I first saw it, I
for
thought,
those of
oh,
you who
that's
don't
Wild Rider.
remember, Leo Zach.
Yeah, the Leozak is nice.
I thought you said
Yeah, I hope to
Wheeljack.
make us
I'm like,
some,
that's not
character
Wheeljack.
figurines for them.
Oh, Autocorrect Primer has joined us in the chat. In case folks do not know,
But
he's
still,
feeling
I
better.
wanted to keep these guys together because I genuinely like Deathsaurus. Like, yes, he's not really Deathsaurus, but I have Darksteel, and he's kind of like a pet, and you can make the argument that he's named Deathsaurus as a way of Wheelzack mocking his old boss.
You could.
I can see that. Again, Autocorrect Primer is in the chat, and if all you are not familiar, has been doing a lot of live shows. He's been very
Is that
sick,
DevCon?
so I'm glad he's joined us in the chat, and he said very good stuff comes from Gotbot. Nikki and I love it. So there you go, Dennis.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I can't see the chat.
Yeah, that's okay.
Like I'm on mobile, so I don't really know if that makes a difference or not.
Oh well, what it is on mobile, you'll be given a button option to look at the chat, but then if you look at the chat, you can't see the other people in the stream, but you will see the chat.
That's
Your chat.
I'm going to rely on Ninja Bill to point out the important chat things to us.
Well, it's kind of the host job.
Well, I want to see everybody, man.
I need to point out that the
leftist.
DEFCON is actually made by Xavier Cal. So
wait, was that a Generations Scourge?
Yeah, that's been repainted into DEFCON.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's not the actual like.
Cal.
It's not the Collector Club DEFCON though, right? Like it's a custom,
no,
right?
It's a custom by Xavier Cal. And what's funny about that is I knew him beforehand, the customizer, and there's a local toy fair around here, and I saw this at the toy fair, and the guy told me, yeah, I think it's by some guy Xavier Cal or something like that. And I'm like, oh, I know him, I'll buy it. So funny how that just came around to me.
Very nice.
It'd be nice to get a real version of him though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but this was like $30, so I'm not gonna complain about that.
No.
Yeah, I'd love to see some other. Dennis had this discussion last night in his live show too. In case you guys don't know, Gotbot does a live show on Thursday nights. I strongly suggest you check it out. Late afternoon, early evening show, depending on your region. For me, it's a very late afternoon. But I'm tired of seeing the same 10 guys in a lineup, okay? Same 10 bots in every single line. I bet everybody in this stream right now can name them from heart without even thinking about it.
People keep saying that, oh, we need an Earthrise Bumblebee or a Siege Bumblebee. I don't want that. I'm tired of Bumblebee. No. Let him go.
Yes.
He's got a movie that already came out, so he's got a bunch of toys. He had 2 figures in one wave for Studio Series, and he's still getting toys.
No, he has more than that. He has 3. Let's see.
No, he had 2 in one wave, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, 2 in one wave.
Well, yeah. Yeah, the Studio Series 15 had like
5 in the whole thing.
Yeah, let's see. Somebody else is joining us.
Camaro, Rusty Camaro, World War II.
That Chevy custom kit where you could add in different spoilers and stickers and whatnot. That Studio Series 15 one actually was a pretty cool set, and I wish I would have found it. Never did, but pretty cool set. But yeah, I'm tired of seeing. Okay, I like Optimus Prime just like anybody else. Well, I already have 100 Optimus Primes.
Yeah.
I'd like to have that Earthrise. Don't get me wrong. I'd like to have that Earthrise. If it showed up, excellent. But give us something new. In the Titans Return and Power of the Primes, and even in Siege, we've gotten some offshoot characters, and for the most part, those toys have been Spinster, for example.
Sorry, I do have to head out, guys.
All right, take her easy. Have a good night.
Take care, man.
Bye.
Yeah. Y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I do. Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome. Yeah, I'm gonna get out here. I just need to set this up for next time because I gotta go.
All right.
I didn't have none of it set up, so I had to do a bunch of junk for it would let me do it.
There you go. Well, welcome nonetheless. Autocorrect Primer. Looks like he's got to go. Have a good night and get better, my friend.
See ya.
And I'm just tired of seeing the same 10 toys and an initial. Okay, that's great. We got a barricade. That was nice. We
Look at him
you
coming
know
along.
now. Given we've gotten some really good out of the park ones, like Spinster,
I
some
love
some
Spinster.
some the Target Masters, or what are they calling them now? Battle Masters.
Battle Master.
How many recolors of those have we gotten already?
There's only about 3 or 4 molds. I mean, well, okay, so you have the Axe Dude, and you have the Hammer Dude, which are like Smashdown and Taraxodon or whatever his name is. And in terms of the actual like blasters, we'll say we only have 2 molds, and they've been done a bunch of times now. Now, don't get me wrong, like I'm fine with it, because I mean they're Target Masters, they're battle. What do you need? But like, okay, maybe give us some more of those. In terms of characters still to come. Okay, we know that there's still a couple of the like main Autobot Target Masters that we don't have. Granted, we have a Scoop now and the Spinister. Besides that, I don't think we really have any of the double Target Masters. Give us those.
Wow, those would be cool.
Like, it would be easy to come up with a ton of Pretenders, or even revision some of the like Action Masters. Give them an alt mode. They done it a few years ago with Banzai-tron, giving them that tank that was used for oh god, it was used a few times for Bludgeon, and it was used for a Megatron, and right. But like Rad, like I had Action Master Rad. I always assumed he was some sort of a sports car. I don't know, but like, give us a Rad, man. Update Rad. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many options out there for updates of characters that we don't even have one of, and then we have, like you said, 100 Optimus Primes. Now I get it. People recognize Optimus. They recognize Bumblebee. They're gonna sell.
Yeah.
And there's always new collectors coming in, but I almost feel like we're to a point where now you can reissue some of those that have been done because they've been done excellent so far already.
Give us new Throttle
certain ones that we've never, like Spinister. When it comes to Siege, Spinister is actually one of the offerings that I was the most excited about, because we've never had them really updated, like not mainline. Like we've had like the Collector Club or whatever, nothing mainline really since G1.
Yeah. Well, like I was just saying, give us some Throttlebots. Masterfar, you might want to turn on your mic because we can't hear a damn thing you're saying, buddy. Not a word.
Oh yeah, your mic has gone quiet, man.
Oh,
gone.
It looks like he has to rejoin us. Steve, welcome. Yeah, I again, bring us the Throttlebots, or bring us, bring us more of the spy changers.
Well, yeah. Like even if we go back to the Throttlebot, who have we had? Okay, we had that deluxe Goldbug. I didn't get it because I was like, it's deluxe, it's too big. But that's just me. But we did have a deluxe Goldbug, and then besides that, we had Chase. Much better.
Much better.
Like there's so many options, man.
Yeah, it's and much as I love all the figures that we're getting, and thank you Hasbro, thank you, but there's more out there, and we're getting Ironworks, but what's the next one? You know what I would love to see? More of the yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
There's 4 of those. There's 4 of those bases, man. I'm just saying.
And how many transports? Like 5 transports? Or no, there's more than that. There's like 8 transports or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
We could get the Thunder Arrow.
The what?
Like a robot that turns into the Thunder Arrow.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, the Thunder Arrow. And speaking of victory, here's what I've got for Wild Kaiser so far. Yeah, Drillhorn, Kill Bison.
And speaking of Thunders, a new Thunderwing would be nice. The Generations one was just too small. It's a good figure, but it was just so small. Am I wrong? Am I the only one?
You're right. there's a
Black
reason that
Shadow, too.
I took Titan Master and put him on the Nitro Zeus body.
Yeah,
he's just.
but
It was.
that doesn't count. That doesn't count.
No, you're right. It doesn't. It's a holdover is all it is. You're right.
Pretty good holder, but a holdover nonetheless.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, give us a.
Yeah, it's good, but it's not kosher.
Yeah.
No, it's not. You're right. I agree.
Yeah, I mean, Thunderwind
And
should
yes-
be, at least a commander class figure. Okay, at least a commander class figure. At least
Wouldn't it be bad
because he's huge. He's a big figure. And who doesn't love a giant freaking insane Decepticon? Because everyone loves giant and freaking insane
The
Decepticons.
Autobots. That's you.
Give us a tidal wave. Give us
You
a
know
new
what they
tidal
should
wave
have done?
figure.
And I've
Give-
said it for years. You know what they should have done, as far
What?
as I'm
I
concerned?
don't think
And
you can
they'll
top
never
the
do it
original
now
Tidal
because
Wave.
it's just too much time has passed and technology has changed and whatnot. But what they should have done is there should have been, and this would be the easiest way for them to produce stuff at little cost. Bring all those Japanese series over, dub them all properly. I don't mean garbagely. Like, don't do it hastily like they did with the Unicron trilogy stuff, because that was dubbed hastily.
Yes.
Think it through, get good actors, get good translations, get, somebody who cares about presenting the stories very well. And there's even a couple of fan dubs out there that actually do it justice. Some do trash, but there's a couple of fan dubs that do it justice, so it can be done. Bring those series over, dub them properly, air those, and you open up a whole world of characters that you can draw from to an entire generation, a lot of whom don't even know them. And there's such a rich history. Masterfire loves the Japanese stuff, right, man?
Oh yeah. His mic went out again. Super God Master Force was one of my favorite series. Right after Victory is probably my top. But Master Force. Every time I say the name, that gets into my head. The bump there in the middle. Master Force. I was watching Sardo's video and I commented that, and he was like, "Great, now that's going to be in my head all day." But there was such great ones. Like, give us a new Minerva for crying out loud. And give us a new mold of Minerva, not a reuse, not a hot rod reuse. Okay.
Yeah.
Give us a new Nightbeat for that matter. We need how long has this been since we had a Nightbeat? Generations? Was it? And I think that was a repaint as well.
Give us Go Shooter.
Give us who?
Go Shooter.
Oh yes, yes,
right?
Please.
We had the little Titan Master of Siren. Give us Go Shooter. Just give us a proper Go Shooter.
Yeah. Give us. I would love to have a new Nightbeat. Now that I've said his name, now it's stuck in my head, and I'm going to want a new Nightbeat right over tracks. But we haven't had a decent Nightbeat. I've seen the Double Dealer, and I'm like, okay, that's great. Well, I've heard tell of a Double Dealer. I can't remember which right now, but
I had the Voyager Double Dealer. And like I was never so invested in the character that I really care that it was a reuse of that Blitzwing mold. Like I'm cool with it. And I know a lot of people are excited about the Earthrise one coming. This is one of those cases where I'm going to have to see exactly what's involved with it, because now it's one of those things that I actually have to weigh and balance. Like before, I used to kind of go out almost willy-nilly, and if it was new, I'd be like, hey man, I'm going to buy it. Now it's like the prices are such that I actually have to look at, do I want this bad enough for it? Or do I want to wait until it goes on sale, or what? Like it's there you go.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to know. Now Masterfire took a totally different approach, and he customized it, but he had the Legends head. I don't remember who came with. I want to say Scourge, maybe. I'm not sure. And he had the Legends head, so he took I believe it was a Quake, and customized it, to pieces, and it turned out beautiful.
Yeah. Omega 17 says Nightbeat was a headmaster in Transformers Titans Return. This is true. However, he was only a Titan Master, not a complete figure with a Transtector, the body.
That's why
Yeah.
I cannibalized the deluxe and turned it into a
Yeah.
headmaster.
That's why I don't count it as a Nightbeat figure.
Yeah, you're
in
right.
the same way that we got a swoop head, but in Power of the Primes, then we actually got a complete swoop. But I don't count just the Titan Masters themselves. It should have had the Transtector included too. So
look at what happened with Skytread or Flywheels, if you will. We got the little Titan Master.
Yep.
And then we got the full deluxe. Right? And the
Master
full
Far,
deluxe.
your mic is gone again.
I think Master Far knows his mic is gone. That's why he's using the signs and like he's pointing stuff out and kind of letting us explain it. I think he's well aware.
Let's see. Megas A17 says, I don't like the name Titan for Headmaster and Battle Master to Target Master too. Yeah, we all get that. I still call them Target Masters and Headmasters.
Me too.
Everybody does.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I'm not calling the Battle Masters all Battle Masters. They're Target Masters. They are what they are.
They are what they are.
Like Blowpiper's the Target Master.
There you go. But there's still once again it brings to light. There's still so much content that Hasbro and Takara can pull from. So much previous series. Their G1 line ran from 84 to 89.
Yeah.
7 series of toys. So there are plenty to choose from. Sure, there are more bots than cons, but that's yes.
Yeah, we hear you again,
once
buddy.
again. But that's always been the
it's
case.
StreamYard acting up.
I'm sorry, what?
I think it's StreamYard acting up, but yeah.
Okay.
I totally agree. But it feels like this current War for Cybertron line is about tying up loose ends.
It does.
Yes.
It does.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a good way of putting it. That's a good way of tying up loose ends. But there's
great
still so much they can.
I kind of want to know what Chapter 3 is.
I'm hoping Beast Wars, man.
That would be just prime.
I'm hoping it's either Super God, Master Force, or Victory. I'm hoping
that'd be lovely, but I don't think. Here's the thing.
I don't think it's going to happen.
No, because at least in North America, certainly, I can't speak for like Europe and stuff, but a lot of those characters would come out and people would see them, and a lot of them would pass them over and say, "I don't know who that is."
But the Beast
it's only the hardcore fanatics like us that would buy them, and they look at the mass purchaser. Yes, they are well aware of the hardcore fanatics, but I don't know if there's enough of us to justify it. Maybe there is. Hopefully there is. Hopefully you're right and there is. But I don't know, man. Outside of Japan, I don't know.
Let's see here. Omega 17 says, I don't like the name Titan for Headmaster and Battlemaster to Target Master 2. Also, talking about Thunderwing, I don't like he is a Decepticon. He is much better as a Unicron, as a follower.
A lot. Like
Chief Angeek, welcome. I'll post a link there if you care to join us. But I can see that, Omegas. I can see that. Thunderwing to me was okay. I saw the IDW Stormbringer. I think it was the book he was in IDW. Was it Stormbringer that Thunderwing was in? I think so. Anyway, I saw that and it was pretty good. But the Marvel, if you want a good Thunderwing stories, you had to read the original Marvel UK.
He was one of the most important characters in that book.
Yeah, exactly. Chief Angeek is joining us. Hello, Chief Angeek.
Hello, everyone.
So we were just talking about
we have now. It really would be nice to get the newer updates.
Yeah. If for me, for my likes, for my taste, I'm not sure if anyone will agree, but I would like to see a Commander class Thunderwing.
Oh, I gotta go. My iPad.
I think that would be appropriate. I would like to see a deluxe or even a Voyager scale Nightbeat or a deluxe Trax. I would because we need them. We need new iterations of them. And again, that Titan Master Nightbeat doesn't count. Doesn't count as Nightbeat. Doesn't count because there's no
Mm-hmm.
Voyager. Well, Oh, I did say
I
Voyager,
feel like
didn't
I'm
I?
on. I feel like
I meant to
said
say
19
Legends or Deluxe, but it came out Voyager.
Oh yeah, no, I think
Hmm.
Deluxe would be good for them,
Hmm.
for the characters that you've mentioned.
Hmm.
For Night
For
Beat,
Night Beat, yeah. And
Yeah.
Minerva,
But-
I definitely could see that as a new Deluxe mold.
absolutely, absolutely.
And Cab right along with him. That would be nice to
Yeah,
have. You know, the Headmaster Juniors.
You know what? How about you give us at least one version of the rest of the original 13?
Oh, that would
Like-
be good.
Like I've been trying to amass them, but so hard. Give us a Solus Prime. Give us a new decent Megatronus. You know, give us an Alchemist Prime. Give us. We're finally getting Quintessons. Give us a Quintus Prime. You know, I've been thinking. Actually been thinking, like, depending on what the Voyager Quintesson is like, maybe there's a way I can take that and customize it to be a Quintus.
Give us the new Vector Prime.
Mhm.
How long it's
Give us a
been
new
since
Vector Prime. Now, that being said, though, I love Vector
You
Prime.
know, I
man.
love the Cybertron toy. Don't get me wrong, but we
It's
need a new
dated,
one.
but I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Steve Evans says, "Yep, hundreds of TS we need. I'm wore out on the same old same from Hasbro."
Yeah, I agree, man.
I
I'm
hope
right
that
there with
I hope that Earthrise Grapple gets retooled into Artfire. You know, to go with
That could-
Generation Select's Ricochet.
You know what,
That could
though? He'll get retooled. Here's what's going to happen with that, Tiafangi.
Hmm.
He'll get
Inferno.
retooled into Inferno, and I bet you, if we're lucky enough for him to get retooled into Artfire, it'll be Selects.
Hmm.
If we're
Yeah.
lucky. I'd be
No,
down
no,
for
I
it,
think
though.
we're going to get Hauler in the Generation Selects line.
Oh, I'd be down for that, too.
Oh,
I'd be down for
really?
that, too.
Yeah.
Who else would you like to see in the next wave in either Earthrise or after TFNG?
Well, after watching Larkin's Layer's video last night, I'd love for Earthrise Optimus Prime to be retooled into Thunderclash.
Thunderclash would be, yeah.
Yeah.
And I've never been a strong Thunderclash fan, so it's a way, hit or miss for me. If I get it, great. If I don't, I'm not in love with it.
So So even though there's no confirmation yet, I'd love to get a Commander class size toy of Skylynx. There's rumors about it going around right now, but we won't know until New York Toy Fair takes place next month. But as far as figures that haven't even been made yet, I'd love for in the Earthrise line to receive Commander class size toys of Starsaber and Deathsaurus.
Yes, Starsaber definitely, and Victory Leo.
Yeah,
and Victory Leo.
Mm-hmm.
I need them both so they can combine.
Yeah, and in the Micromasters line, I'd love to get the Decepticons that combine to form Monstructor. I mean, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Awesome
Can you
if they
imagine
do.
releasing a Micromaster? I mean, a combiner the size of the Micromasters.
Well, yeah, that would be cool because they,
Yeah.
you know, in the original G1, they had what
Mhm.
4 of them, the micro combiners.
And I'd love
More
to
than
have,
4 of them.
yeah, and I'd
I
love
mean, we
to
can go
have
right
Earth-
back and have 6
Yeah.
wing and 6 turbo and
and with
we can go back
Earthrise
to
that's right,
having
yeah.
Earth-based vehicles, I'd love deluxe class toys of the Omnibots. Since we got
Oh,
the
yes,
Power
please.
Dashers in the Siege line, I'd love the Omnibots to
nice.
be getting released.
I'm with you.
I mentioned
I'm with you.
the throttle bots. I'd like to get new versions of the throttle bots.
Yeah, but I'd like the Omnibots because Downshift, Camshaft, and I forgot the third Omnibot's name. I know 2 of them were Downshift and Camshaft, but the reason why everyone went for the Omnibots instead of the Power Dashers when they were released was because the Omnibots look like miniaturized versions of actual sports cars, so they were more successful at being robots in disguise than the Power Dashers were.
Well, that also depended because they were mail-ins. They were G1 toys, and I know because I got them both. They were actually you clipped off the robot points off the boxes, and they were mail-in exclusives. I wish they'd do that again. I missed that. Anyway, but yeah, my brother got I got Camshaft, and my brother got the red one, the Ferrari.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
Yeah, I forgot his name too. Yeah,
I only remember the white I only remember that the white one I think was Camshaft and the silver one was Downshift.
Yep. And as a matter of fact, the red one, I forget his name, but I just recently gave that to autocorrect primer for him to refurbish.
Yeah, he told me that he's getting.
One.
Yeah, he said he emailed me that he's getting over a bad case of the flu. That's why he hasn't been uploading any
He
videos.
was here. He was here in the chat a little while ago before you joined. Yep. So he's feeling a little bit better. So
Yeah.
You'll be happy to know.
I was gonna live stream tonight, but since you're doing it, Ninja Bill, I think I'll wait until tomorrow night. And I'm thinking very heavily of doing a live streamed unboxing of the vintage Transformers figure I got for Christmas, which is Armada Galvatron with Minicon Clench.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I like
run
that
them up
coloration
and run
even
about
better
would
than
be
the
nice.
Megatron one.
Yeah. So for Steve Evans' comment, Runamuck is being released in Wave 2 of the Earthrise line, and I've got a feeling that Runabout is going to be released in the Generation Selects line.
I wish Runabout was confirmed.
I know. Everyone's saying that Runamuck and Runabout are going to be mold mates with Earthrise Cliff Jumper because the transformation is somewhat similar and the size is pretty similar.
And the vehicle for at least downshift is sort of on par with Cliff Jumper.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We've already gotten toys of a lot of the Transformers characters I've wanted to see done, but I would love for a Commander class toy of Broadside to be released. I think a new Broadside toy would be blown out of the water because in the Generation 1 cartoon, they decided rather than have Broadside mass shift the way Astro Train does, where his
he was a big bot.
Yeah, and Broadside was even taller than Ultra Magnus, so I'd love a Commander class toy of Broadside.
Yeah.
I mean, a Commander class triple changer, that would be an impressive Transformers figure.
Oh, yes, it would.
A Commander class Broadside and a Commander class Tidal Wave. Those two would line up nice together.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. And you could bet that one would be a retool and recolor of the other.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Whichever happened first, it would definitely be a retool recolor of the other.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even bet money on that because that's exactly what would happen.
Yeah. Everyone's saying that Scorponok's going to be the last Titan class figure and that the Titan class size might end after Scorponok's release. But if I had to pick another Titan class toy to be released, it would be a 2-pack of Star Saber and Victory Leo. You know, 2 Commander class figures, because when you think about it, the price of a Titan is $160 and Commander class is $80, so 2 Commander class figures is the same price tag as a Titan.
I would be down for that too.
Yeah.
Two of my favorite.
So imagine a Titan class toy of Victory Saber.
Wow. It would be a good scale too, because he is a big bot.
Yeah, he is.
A big bot. In the show, if you've ever watched the show, he's a big guy.
I think Victory Saber comes up to Omega Supreme's chest.
Yep.
Because I know Victory Saber.
I know they're almost equal in height.
Yeah.
They're almost equal in height.
Yeah, because I know Victory Saber appears in Transformers Zone for a few seconds right when Violent Jiger's defeated.
Yep.
Yeah.
And hands over control to
Diatlas.
Diatlas.
Yeah.
That's another. What was the name of that mobile base? Oh, I forget that. The fortress.
Grandis?
Yes, Yes, I think we need a new toy of that too. At least a Titan or a Commander class of that.
I could go for a Commander class toy of Grandis, and then a Leader class toys of Star Convoy and Sky Gary.
Sky Gary would be cool too.
I love both, man. I'm happy with the Leader class Star Convoy.
I know
he's not perfect, but I think it's pretty darn respectable, and I'd be cool if we got. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand the criticisms levied against it. I really, really do. But I think that all things considered, it's a pretty respectable update.
Yeah.
And I'd be down for them even taking, say, the Combiner Wars Megatron and reworking and sort of retooling that to come up with a Super Megatron or an Ultra Megatron, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Just because he would be about the same size to kind of go against their I think they would display nicely together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he couldn't have a turret on him like that, though. He couldn't be a tank mode. He'd have to be some sort of spaceship mode for a Super Megatron.
Oh yeah,
You'd
they would have to do some retooling and stuff for sure. But like if they kind of took at least that size and some of the working there and somehow worked it out.
Hey guys, on that note,
the original artist conception of Super Megatron was made and designed specifically with a toy in mind.
yeah. Hey guys, how about this? Super Megatron retooled from Siege Jetfire.
Possibly.
Commander class.
That could happen. That could happen.
That could happen. Yeah.
Yeah. I would, but like I said, there's just so much that Hasbro and Takara can pull from yet.
Yeah, but if I had to choose Jet characters, I would go with retooling Earthrise Starscream into Thrust Dirge and Ramjet, because we need new figures of the Coneheads.
I'm not even a little interested in that Starscream.
You know what I expect to see, but we don't really need?
What?
I expect to see, now this is just rumor, I don't know if it's true or not, it's rumor out of China is that we're getting a new Power Glide. Well, the Combiner Wars one is a really good Power Glide.
It is.
I wouldn't buy it. I don't need a new Power Glide.
No. I think the Power Glide from Combiner Wars is damn near perfect for a Power Glide.
If I had to choose
what do you really need?
Yeah, if I had to choose a mini bot, it would definitely be Warpath. The Combiner Wars version was lazy. Was lazy engineering on Hasbro's part.
I don't know, man. If I was going to update them, you know what I'd go with? Huffer Pipe.
Pipes?
And Huffer.
Yeah. Yeah, because for Warpath, I actually bought the Iron Factory version of Warpath, and that one blew the Combiner Wars one away.
Yeah.
Hey, Larkin, would you like to join the stream? Welcome.
Hello, Larkin's Lair.
By the way, he uploaded a video, and I suggest y'all go check that out.
Yeah.
By the way, once again, for those of you in chat, Banky, Kato has issued a new challenge, so make sure you go check that out. And Larkin just had a video tonight of a KO Optimus figure that I suggest you check out as well. It's little scales above a deluxe, but below a Voyager. It's somewhere in between there, but it's pretty good.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. I don't like the paint designs on it, and the figure looked great. It and everything. I just don't like the way they had it painted. Paint stylings on there. Say again.
What was the size again?
It's somewhere between. It's kind of old. It's kind of old. Mega scale, to be exact.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the old mega scale. So, if I was gonna, put a scale out there, that'd be, the Beast Wars mega scale. That's where I'd put it.
Okay.
What it look like.
I just hope during the run of Earthrise that we get new figures of Point Blank and Sure Shot to go with Siege Crosshairs.
Yeah, I mentioned that earlier.
We need to finish the Autobot Target Masters. I mean, we got all of the Decepticon Target Masters in Titan's Return.
100% agree.
And we finished off the Autobot Headmasters. We got Brainstorm as an exclusive. We got Eyebrow, Hardhead, and Chrome Dome at mass retail. Even Cerebros was sold at mass retail. I'll bet he was sold with Fortress Maximus, but that's a given.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we need the Autobot Target Masters. We got all the Decepticon Target Masters, and it's 75% affirmation that Snapdragon's going to be released in Wave 2 of the Earthrise line. So I'd love Sure Shot and Point Blank to join Crosshairs.
I just hope that a Snapdragon is not a retool of Ape Face, because
I know
that would be horrible.
Yeah, he's rough.
That would be horrible. I'm sorry, but that would be horrible.
That would be horrible.
Ninja Bill, I gotta head out to help my family. Hopefully, I can come back. If you're still here in half an hour, definitely I'll be back.
All right, I might be. All right. Dennis says,
I don't know if I will be, man, because I'm it's 12:30 in the night here.
Okay. See you soon, guys. Bye.
Larkin's Lair says, I'm just gonna end up painting some Battle Masters to be the Autobot Target Masters.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Me too. But I want the deluxes though, right?
Yeah. Let's see here. And by the way, I was out. Gallivanting around the countryside today. I ran into a Target, and first time I've ever seen one on the shelf. I saw a Chromia, and I was like, "Oh man!" And I just know when I go back, once the snow has stopped, it's gonna be gone. And I'm just like, "Crap."
I don't understand why people love that. Like okay, I have Chromia, and like I'm happy to have her because I didn't have a version of the character. I actually had a Transformers Prime Beast Hunters RC standing in as my Chromia because we never got the Generations Chromia here.
Mhm.
So this was like my only kind of local retail option to get that. But that being said,
Interesting. Hey, to interrupt, Steve. Steve said, "I think Snapdragon will be a retool of Power of the Prime's Hunger."
maybe I'd be down for that. I love that mold. I really like that mold.
Yeah.
But like I got that Chromia, but like I'm gonna say it. Everybody goes crazy, and it's like she's not good. She's not like I got her, and I know where you're coming from. You're gonna get her anyway, regardless of what I say. Let's be realistic, because it's the Chromia. But her articulation is highly hindered by her kibble. The things on the side of her legs, you can flip them down, and they kind of give her heel stability, I suppose, which she needs because on mine anyway, those ankles are trash. Both on her and on Nightbird, the ankles are trash. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like there's still room to improve on Chromia. I feel like we haven't gotten the ideal Chromia that eventually another one will be done and we will say, oh, this one beats pants off of the other two that we've got.
Yeah,
that's the way I feel.
I just want another dang Fenbot in my collection.
Yeah, I get that.
Yep. And Steve said, "I saw her and did not buy her after seeing your review. Got bought."
Yeah, you're not missing much, especially if you have the Generations one. Like if you were lucky enough to have Generations one, then stick with that. If you're not, and you're trying to decide, should I get the Generations or the Siege? Like you're going to order it or something like that. Get the Generations. Honestly, it's a better mold. I know it's highly stylized, being like a motorcycle thing, but it's a better mold. Now that being said, as I say all that, I know that when you get out next time, Ninja Bill, like you want to pick it up, and you will, and I'm sure you'll be happy enough with. Like I'm happy enough with her for what she is, but I
also
hope that she was going to be better.
I saw her, but I also saw something a little more interesting. I saw a G1 Astro Train reissue there too, and I was like, wow. So first time I've seen him out in shells. I ran across one of those.
Yeah, they're in Ontario here apparently too. I haven't seen it, but we missed a lot of it. It's really weird. Like in our province, the sound wave, okay, went to the west coast of the province and one Walmart in central, but it never reached anywhere here on the east coast. And I know a guy who really wanted the sound wave and couldn't order it from Walmart.ca, and actually knew that it was out west, and actually contacted the Walmarts locally here in town, the 4 or 5 that we have, and said, look, can you get it shipped in from Corner Brook and from the west coast, and I'll buy it when it comes, like I'll pay you, I'll prepay. I just want it. No, they would not do it. He ended up having to pay someone out on the west coast to pick it up for him, and then pay to have it mailed in from one side of our province to the other. Like you talk about crap distribution. Like one store wouldn't even send it to another store when they had a guaranteed buyer. It's nuts.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going to happen with the Astro Train. I do know, however, that the Astro Train here is retailing for $69.99.
This one was, I think, $49 something, and I'm just like, well,
Well,
you know that. Well,
I went thrifting. I'm going to say just before Christmas. And when I say just before Christmas, I'm going to say about a week and a half before Christmas. And we have a local thrift store called Value Village. And well, I'm saying local, but it's a Canadian store. I think it's a Canadian store. And I went in there and they happened to have one for $3. Now it was original G1 and it was used. And I think he might have been missing that big gun. I think he might have been missing that, but that was it. The rest of them was fine. I would have rather spend the $3 there and source the gun secondhand from online somewhere.
I get that. I get that. Yep.
You know, if for nothing else, just because it was the actual G1.
Yeah. I have his gun. I don't have, and I have pieces of an Astro Train, G1 Astro Train pieces, but
Yeah.
I still have his rifle, his ionic displacer, I believe, but I believe it's called. But I have that. I just don't have the complete figure. Ironically enough, with a bit of finagling, the Generations version can kind of hold that rifle.
Did you?
With a bit of.
Did you ever get? Did you get this guy? Where is he?
No, I have not seen him anywhere in the wild yet. Not anywhere.
I'm really
On the fence. You're on the fence about it right now. I can tell. Your face says it all right there.
I am. I like objectively he's pretty good, but I detest the size. I detest this is not a leader. It's the best way I can explain it. I think the way I'm probably explained it in the review is it's not a Voyager. Don't get me wrong. I know height wise and stuff. It is. It's height wise when you stand him up next to Siege Optimus, like he is a little bit shorter than Siege Optimus. Very much like Shockwave was, right?
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say he's Voyager even with the height because there is definitely more mass and a higher parts count. However, it is significantly less mass and less parts count than what a traditional leader is. I don't think it's a leader, but I don't think it's a Voyager. I think it's somewhere in between. And because they probably realized it was somewhere in between and said, well, what are we going to do? Because he definitely costs more or whatever than a Voyager. I think the afterthought was, well, why don't we add on a bunch of extra accessory bits and we'll chug it out at the leader class price point. But I really almost feel like that these new leaders should have been a new size class.
I get it.
To be honest with you.
I get it. No, I'm right there with you. I've seen several reviews now, and granted, he looks great.
He's beautiful, but he looks foolish next to Octane and Blitzwing because he's too small. And if anything, I feel like he should be a tad bigger than those two.
Yeah, I was about to say because I've seen reviews and somebody compared it to the Titans Return Octane, or Octone as they call him. Octane, really. We all know it's Octane. If you put the
feet on him, he's about the same height as Octone or Octane.
Yeah, about, but not equal. And he should be the same size. He should be the same size. And there's clearly a size difference when you set them next to each other. I forget the channel's name, but I watched his review and he compared them and he said, one is not like the other here. And it was obvious. The size was obvious. Without those add-on heels for Astro Train, there's no comparison. There's no comparison. Yep. He's too small.
Very much so. Very much so. And the legs are a bit hindered. Like, hold on. So I just put them back down here now. Like, when I say the legs are a bit hindered, hold on. Like, okay. Like, let's see if I can get this in. I don't know. This is a new phone. I'm still getting used to it, right? Like, this isn't even the one I had Christmas. This isn't like you bend. I get this. There, like you bend the leg, and it's a full 90 degrees. But like, look how much junk is behind that leg. Like it's like you wouldn't be able to sit down. You know what I mean? Like the full thigh is taken up with junk behind the back of the leg. It's like he's sitting on his own legs. I don't like. To me, that seems a bit silly. You know, I don't know. Like, there's a lot to like about him. Don't get me wrong. And if you're somebody who is watching this and you like him or you want him, like, I can't argue it with you. I can't say no, don't. Objectively, he's not bad. He's not at all bad. But subjectively, and from my sense of scale and the way things look on the shelf and whatnot, I'm struggling with, does this guy, as nice as he is, really fit the bill better than my Titans Return? I feel like the Titans Return might fit it better. So I don't know. I don't know. I've seen him also next to like the Legends Astro Train, and I'm almost tempted to say that the Legends one is still the best one, even though the train mode on it is trash. It's hot trash. Like, I defer a lot of times to Starscream wife, you know, and her take on it. Now, she hasn't handled this guy, but she's looked at both of them, and she likes the shuttle of the Titans Return better. She likes the robot of the Titans Return better. She said it's sexier, whatever the hell that means. She likes the train of this guy better, which is, I think, what a lot of people would say. I think a lot of people would say that.
I get that. Now, the Titans Return version, I never saw that anywhere. So, and you know, I don't feel like I missed out on it, to be honest.
No. Well, that's the other thing. If you didn't have that one, or you didn't buy it, or you didn't see it, or whatever, and you do see this lad, like, I mean, it's not a bad Astro Train. The only reason I'm on defense is because I got both.
Yeah.
Right?
Steve says in chat, he said, did you guys ever listen to the people from Hasbro who explained how they were better leader toys than previous ones? And it apparently was a long lawyer-like dribble about how Hasbro is justifying a ripoff.
Oh, absolutely it is. Look, I mean, people say what they want, and like, I get a lot of flack because I'm not an apologist, and because I tend to attack apologists a lot of times. But what people don't understand, and if you've been around me and my channel, and just me as a fan for the last 8 years, now my channel hasn't been on the go for 8 years, but I've been around for about that long. I used to be very much a loyalist, and I used to be the first one that would say, look, I collect first party stuff because A, it's first party stuff, B, it's the most affordable stuff, and C, I feel like I get what I pay for. Like, you know, I picked up Titans Return Brainstorm, and at the time here, that was, depending on where you went, $17.99 or $18.99.
Yeah, it was 15 here.
And like, it was a bit cheaper there. And I felt like, though, like, by the time you put taxes in, it was just under $20. And I was like, you know what? Like, Brainstorm is worth that. Like, I get it for the paint, for the engineering, for the little headmaster and whatnot. Like, for less than $20, man, you can't go wrong. But I see this guy, and as good as he is, now I got this guy on sale. And that's the only reason I got him, because I got him on sale for pretty much what an old leader class price point was. He's worth that. But to look at this and say taxes in, this is worth $75. I can't do it. No, it's not. No, it's not. I look at it, and I'll tell you, I have the buyer's remorse, because I look at it and I tell you what I see. I see Goldner and Warden's pensions, and that's all I see.
Thank you. Well, that's what I was saying about the MP Hound. I'm enamored with it. I really am. And I know what you're saying,
beautiful.
and I know what you're going to say, but I'm enamored with it. Am I enamored at the price point? Oh, hell no. Hell no. I can see that Hound at maybe a $60 to $80 price point.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, I agree.
Anything more than that, and it's too much. It's too much.
I'm with you.
But I just look. That's the first masterpiece figure I've seen come out in over a decade that I actually really want. The rest of them I've been like, okay, it's nice, great. You know, even the Beast Wars bags and the Dinobot, and I'm like, okay, they're nice, they're great. I don't want one. But this one, I'm looking at it and I want it, and I want it. Do I want it for that price point? No.
That being said, the Beast Wars Megs, I mean, he's well noted. Well noted. Like, he's gorgeous. Don't get me, he's beautiful. But he's also well noted for having hips that crumble and a pelvis that cracks. Now, very recently, there was a KO version of that done. And I saw a video of it done by I guess the company that done it. And they move the hips all around and they're flicking it around and they're shaking them. And they're doing everything to them. And they're not handling them delicately. And guess what?
He's holding up.
Nothing's breaking. Nothing is doing anything on it. I have heard that one is selling for $105.
Worth it.
That's absolutely 100% worth it. Now, I know what some people will say. Some people will say, yeah, but, they didn't do the engineering, blah, blah, blah. Okay, they didn't. I get that. But somewhere between the low price of the KO and the inflated price of the official is a reasonable price that the item is actually worth. There's a middle ground, and somebody that's in the pricing field needs to find that middle ground, because that's going to be your sweet spot to maximize sales and have people be loyal to you again and have people say, I feel like I'm getting my money's worth.
I am slowly coming around, thanks to large part to the community, coming around to the KO third-party scene. I'm slowly coming around to it. I've been a loyalist all of my life.
Me too.
But I've been slowly being turned.
Well, like, I'll give a couple of examples. I don't have many in my collection that aren't, that aren't official. I really don't. I have.
I'm saying I have 4. I literally have 4 KOs and 1 third party.
I have the Wei Jiang Ultima Guard, which is not a KO. That's its own thing. I have Turret's Manacle, which go with my Metroplex. They were from Iron Factory. And of course that's a 6-gun and a slammer. Just because we haven't gotten the slammer. But when it comes to actual KOs, I have a KO of Nemesis Prime using the Age of Extinction mold. I paid $14 for.
Nice.
The actual one came out in Japan, and the cheapest I've ever seen is $70. Same thing, except the one I have has die cast. And besides that, really the only other KOs that I have are thanks to Larkin. Actually, it's the Black Mamba Dinobots. And I'll say this, they're bigger, they're better built, and even something as simple as, I'll use the Power of the Prime Snarl. Now, I have the official Power of the Primes ones. Actually, I'm going to be reviewing all of them and comparing them coming up pretty soon. But I look at the Snarl and his tail that's like up over his shoulders in robot mode. You look at the Power of the Primes one, that's held in with rather big, like, pins. Rivets almost, really.
Yeah, I've heard the Wei Jiang. I've heard the KO is actually more stable than combined than the Power of the Primes.
On the Black Mamba one, when you look at that same section, it has like the rivet or whatever in there, but it's also a screw in through it. So I guess it's like a washer and a screw, which is just more solid. When I I hated Volcanicus. That was hot crap. But
it is a hot mess.
Oh my God, but the Volcanicus, as ugly as it still is, but the Volcanicus from Black Mamba, infinitely better. And I'm having trouble myself. Actually, I'd like to ask Larkin about this. I'm having trouble getting the Grimlock. Like, you know how the Grimlock legs are supposed to like kind of fold around the back and sort of peg in to become like the shoulders? Well, I'm having trouble getting the lower leg to sort of peg in. But even with that, it's fine, because the joints are so snug and tight that like it almost doesn't matter that doesn't actually peg in, because the combined mode is just more secure and stable and solid anyway.
Nice. Steve says, best buy I ever made was Titan's Return Trigger Happy. He was just awesome. He also goes on to say, Trigger Happy was a winner almost every way around. He also says, only KOs I ever seen I liked are the oversized ones. And I got to agree with him. ACP is starting to turn me on to the oversized Combiner Wars stuff, because I never saw the Combiner Wars line here. So
None of them?
Yeah, none of them. The only Combiner Wars toys I got was because they were given to me. I never saw the Combiners War line anywhere in retail. Not anywhere. It's like they didn't exist. The only time I ever saw it was online.
The oversized ones are nice, very nice. Also, the ones that are done by Cool Become Brave, CBB, the ones that done like the downsized Devastator. They've done a Bruticus, and they've done a Defensor, and they've done a Superion that I know of. And I know a couple of people that actually own those ones because they didn't have the like official, the originals. And specifically the Bruticus comes to mind. He said, the guy that I know that has the Bruticus said that, you know what, like, pretty solid. It's pretty good. He mentioned one thing on one of the members that was loose. I think it was like a knee or a hip or something. And I'm like, yeah, but you could get that on the real thing. So, right? And he said, no, he said, like, they feel comparable quality to the actual stuff. I said, you know what? I said, they're probably made on the same assembly line. They're probably made next to each other, to be honest with you. It's probably all from the same factory.
Yeah.
But he gives them a good name.
Yeah. I recently, Ugly Wretch just sent me something in today. I got to go pick. I didn't get a chance to go pick it up. I think it's the upgrade kit for Impactor, the filler kits.
The filler's nice.
Yeah, but I recently watched his reviews of the oversized, Combiner Wars Hotspot, the red version Hotspot.
Yep.
Not Inferno, but the actual Hotspot, just recolored red. My God, that thing looks solid and huge. And I was like, now that's what a combiner should look like.
And it's true. It's true. I don't know. Who is it that makes the oversized? Is it Wei Jiang? Who is it makes them?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. I just know it looked great.
Like,
he got it from Sir Toys.
And like, I like Sir Toys. I've bought a few things from Sir Toys, to be honest with you. That's where I got my Nemesis Prime from that I talked about.
I would love to be sponsored by them. They're such a fun guy. Fun guy. You know?
I know.
So,
I know.
Yeah.
And a good guy to do business with, honestly. Shipping here is a little pricey, but shipping here is always a little pricey. So I whatever.
For us, it's the weight for us comes from customs. Customs hold here is, I don't know about Canada, but here it's ridiculous.
No, the customs hold isn't too bad. If it goes to Mississauga, it'll be a while. If it goes to DF, New Brunswick, it'll be a while. But generally, it's not too bad here, and I don't usually get hit with customs. The only time I've ever gotten hit with customs, and it's happened every time that I use them, to the point where I don't use them anymore because I think outside of the US they're trash. Big Bad Toy Store. Every single time.
Yeah, that was the way for Siege Jetfire, but it wasn't really customs. Customs. What happened when my Jetfire was this? Okay, so I ordered one, right, and it went somewhere it shouldn't have. I don't know who got that Jetfire. I hope they're happy with it because they delivered it to someone who isn't me. So, I contacted them, obviously, and now, to Big Bad Toy Store's credit, to their credit, and I think you remember being a part of that video or commenting on it. To their credit, I talked with the post office and I talked with a rep of Big Bad Toy Store at the same time in a conference call. To Big Bad, they completed. They said, you know what? We'll just send you another one, 100% free. Didn't have to pay shipping or nothing. Just send it to me.
Well, you know what?
So my original $80 purchase for, I didn't have to pay for them again. So I got the Jetfire I have now. Thanks to Big Bad Toy Store, being honest about it.
Here's what I think. I think BBTS is great if you live in the States. I think they're fantastic if you live in the States. I think internationally, if they would like to really make an impact internationally, not just Canada, because I've heard of other countries having the same sort of issues. I think if they want to make a better impact internationally, if they actually want to expand, they have a lot of work to do, because those of us, say, that aren't in the States, we look at, like, when they're boasting about like the $4 flat rate shipping and all this junk, and it's like, go to hell. We don't get anything. We don't even get a break on our customs because of you guys. Like, I think the potential is there, but there are other companies. Like, honestly, I've had way, way, way better experiences ordering from TF Source. I bought a ton of junk from TF Source and never had one issue, never had a customs issue, quick shipping. Outside of the US, they're exorbitantly better than BBTS. And I know that that's not the way they're seen in the US.
Yeah, see, I bought two things from them. World's Smallest Shockwave, and what was the other one? Boy, it's been a while. I think it was the Cybertron defense team, all three of them. Hotshot, Inferno, and no, not Red. It was Hotshot and not Red Alert, but oh hell, I forget the other one's name at the moment. But I never did get the Inferno, but I bought those two from TF Source, and I got them relatively quickly, no hold up whatsoever. So,
yeah.
But then again, I live here in the States, so
yeah, I mean, it's interesting, up here basically we have two. It's either TF Toys or it's ages 3 and up.
Mhm.
Is basically the way that we tend to go up here. Like, I've ordered, for example, from, like, I like Robot Kingdom, for example, but the shipping's atrocious.
Robot Kingdom. Oh yeah.
I bought one thing from Robot Kingdom, but I'm glad I did it, because guess what? Everybody now has such trouble getting them. That's where I got my Grotesque from. And it was, don't get me wrong, it was a great buying experience, and he got here super fast, which shocked me because it takes forever for anything to get here. But he got here super fast. Now, I paid through teeth for the shipping, not the character. I got a great deal on the character, but the shipping was not a great deal, and I don't blame them for it. I blame Canada Post for that.
Well,
right?
Robot Kingdom, I've only ever bought. I bought a few Gundam toys from them back in the day, but
yeah,
nothing within the last 10 years.
Right.
So that's because I frankly I didn't enjoy back then. It's probably way different now. Again, more than 10 years ago. But I didn't like their ordering system at all. Deliveries, I got fairly quickly, no troubles, no hassle. Packages arrived in great shape, so that was all good. But I did not enjoy their ordering system. It really put me off. It was like Japan Hobby, which was their direct competition back then.
What? I've never used like Hobby Japan. I've never used like Oh My Primus. I've never used what else? Like Chosen Prime. There's a lot that I've never used, and I don't even know if they deliver here. I know that at least 2 out of 3 of those do, but there's a lot of ones that people AliExpress. I've never used AliExpress for anything in my life. To be fair, I've never used Wish. Like, there's a lot, surprisingly, that people get. It's funny. I get a lot of questions from people about, like, should I buy from here or there? And I'm like, I don't know. I haven't done it. And I get a lot of people ask, like, hey, can you do a collection tour and all this stuff? Now, granted, I got a few that are in different areas of the house, but generally speaking, see if I can get out of the way. Okay. Generally speaking, you see like this shelf going down here.
Nice.
That's it. That's outside of a few here and there in the house. That's it. That's all I got. People think I have so much more than I have. I really don't. I don't have the space for it, man.
And there you go. I will see. Like I was saying very early in the broadcast, I had to make a choice when I moved here to the new house. Do I keep both my Gundam and Transformer collection, or do I give one of them a good home?
Yeah.
I love Transformers slightly more than I do Gundam, so I gave my entire Gundam collection to a very loving home, that of my brother. He loves
Right.
Gundam as much, if not more, than I do,
Yeah.
and it's just I have to. There comes a point where the Big Bang is going to happen, for lack of a better term. Where space is filled up. It's got to go somewhere.
Everybody gets there, I mean, that's the thing. Like, everybody gets there, and like even the big guys eventually get there. You look at somebody like Thu, and like he a little while ago, like said, like, I'm closing the PO box, and we're gonna like wind down with the like box opening videos and stuff, and like that's fine. But one of the reasons that he said is because like I don't have the room for it anymore. Eventually,
Yeah.
like all this stuff takes up real estate, and like there's me, there's my wife, there's there's the scraplets, like, and I don't want to have the house like we're all big geeks, and we all have our geekdoms, and like it's our thing, but everybody has their space allocated for it. I'm lucky that I have a really supporting family for my hobby. I don't want to take advantage of it by like inundating the whole house with my junk. It's all bad enough that I take up as much room as I do, like when I'm shooting scenes for some of the Universal Collision episodes. I mean, some of those are big scenes with a lot of characters, right? So it takes up a lot of real estate to shoot that. And I might be a couple of days shooting that scene, and I'll have stuff set up, and like, not in the episode I'm about to finish off, but in episode 7, there'll be, spoiler here now, I guess, there'll be a scene where kind of like Beast Wars Megatron is sort of on trial, and there'll be a lot of characters around. Now, that whole scene with all of those characters, a rather big scene, is really taking up a good portion of my living room. Now, people could get around and whatnot, but like, I had that set up for, I think it was 2 days. And they just worked around it because they knew that I was trying to get something done for the story. So like, when you see that, like, keep in mind, like, how much space I'm taking up to do it, how much time it took to do it, and how understanding the people around me were about me doing it. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot more that goes into it than what we just see when we do the premieres and stuff,
Oh yeah, I'll bet it takes up a lot of real estate just to do that too, because then you got to deal with all that space, and then you also have to deal with human traffic.
Yeah,
you're trying to do that and then have human traffic on top of that.
I mean, like, I'm lucky in that sometimes they have even helped me out. I'll get them to hold the camera, or like, man, like, my hands aren't free. Can you move a certain figure a certain way? I'll tell you what to do.
Yeah.
I don't get a lot of help with it. It'd be nice if I had more regular help with it. It would make this process go a lot quicker. I've started to incorporate a few other voice actors now. It's a slow process, but I'm trying over time. It's a lot to it, man. It's a lot to it. I love doing it. I love sharing it, but there's a lot to it.
Oh, I'll bet. I could never. I say I could never, but I've never really tried either. I've never done stop motion. I know it's challenging because you're trying to do one scene, and 1,500 shots later you might get it.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I don't have that kind of patience.
Well, let me put it to you this way. One of the episodes that will be coming up later is the most pictures I've used for an episode. It will have a total of 12, I think it's 12,000 pictures.
Wow.
Not mistaken, when we get to that one. And that is a very, though so far, I've had a couple of people say, like, oh, there hasn't been a lot of action yet. No, there hasn't been a lot of action yet. Stay tuned. Stay tuned is all I can say. The story needs to unfold the way the story is going to unfold, and there's a lot of like big things to come. And I'm not saying that as like, oh, it's going to be all epic. I'm just saying, like, this as the story picks up, you'll see what I mean. You know what I mean? And even with the next one, like the next episode will start out with Skylynx and Cosmos happening upon a now mysteriously derelict Metroplex ship. Now, anybody who knows the story will know that Nova Prime's team was on the Metroplex ship. So why is it all of a sudden they're just derelict and floating in space?
You'll get there. I imagine you'll get
there.
us
That's
there.
what I'm saying. You'll get there, right?
Well, you'll get us there. But I am going to actually. Oh, Crimson Raptor's just joining us. He just got Ninja Build.
You got Ninja Build. Nice.
He got Ninja Build. I am actually about to end the broadcast for tonight. I'm getting a little tired here, and I know Chief was hoping I'd still be here when he got back, but it is getting late here, and everybody is about shooting out here in the chat anyway. And Steve has left. Pack and Wolfmus came back. Awesome. And Crimson Raptors just joined us. But anyway,
Crimson's so good to us all that I feel so bad that we're taking off on him now. We'll have to do a Crimson Raptor special.
I know. I'll tell you what, Crimson Raptor, you do a live show and I'll join that. No, not tonight. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me, Dennis. Always appreciate having you. It was great honor for me. Always enjoy your content. And once again, for those who are watching, Universal Collision is coming up. He's finalizing it. He's working on it. Make sure to go check out Dennis Moulton, aka Gotbot's channel. Tia Fangeek, you're coming in as I'm about to leave.
Sorry, I was helping my family get my grandmother ready for bed.
That's okay. No explanation needed, but you got to do what you got to do. Life likes to get in the way. But as I was saying, make sure you go check out Dennis Moulton, aka Gotbot's channel. Make sure you check out Tia Fangeek's channel here, who's just returning. Everybody in chat, have a great night. Make sure you go check out Kato's collection for his challenge video. Make sure you check that out. Make sure you check out the new review done by Larkin. It was a great review. And above all else, be good to each other. Dennis Moulton, closing thoughts?
Closing thoughts. What can I say? Don't forget, somehow, some way, each and every day, you do make a difference, man. And the only thing left to say, the only way that I know to end things is say that I look forward to the next time that you and I get together to have another visit, either right here in the live streams at the stop motion premieres of the old-fashioned way, man, inside the videos.
Yes. Tia Fangeek, closing thoughts.
I apologize for not being here longer, for starters, and I'm really hoping that Hasbro and Takara Tomy surprise us by making the Earthrise Twice Transformers line even more amazing than the Siege line was. We got a lot of amazing figures and amazing characters and amazing figures of amazing characters that I think a lot of us didn't expect to see be given action figures last year in 2019. So fingers crossed that this line is just as successful, and I am debating about my next video live stream being an unboxing of this behemoth right here, Transformers Armada Galvatron.
Cool, man.
I'll decide if I'm gonna live stream that unboxing or not. And so
you should. And with that, I want to once again thank everybody who's joined us in chat. Thank you very much to you, both of you, and I love this community. Love all you guys from the heart. From the heart. Be good to each other.
And roll out till all are one.
There we go. And okay.